Hollywood is mourning the loss of Brittany Murphy this morning. The 32-year-old actress died on Sunday from what officials say appear to be natural causes.
You suspect somebody responsible for poisoning her? And who?
No, I don't suspect anyone. Actually, I do really, but I'd rather not speak about that.
Hold on to your seats because this new viral footage is shaking up the internet and reviving bone-chilling theories about Brittany Murphy's untimely death. Here's the kicker. There might be a shocking connection to Diddy, yes, that Diddy.
So they're recently tying the death of Brittany Murphy to Diddy.
Brittany was found in the bathroom of her Hollywood home, and the autopsy pointed to pneumonia, anemia, and a cocktail of meds. Tragic, absolutely, but here's where the story takes a wild, spine-tingling turn. Her death mirrors the eerie circumstances surrounding Diddy's ex Kim Porter, who passed away nearly 9 years later.
Kim was there the entire time, the whole way. Everything that she collected, it wasn't for salacious. It was because if anything should ever happen to her, she wanted everyone to know where to look. Like, everything that she did was a flashlight to say, this guy is dangerous.
So today we're diving head first into the bizarre connections, unexplained clues, and theories soar in Brittany Murphy's death. The big question, what role, if any, did Diddy play in the final days of her life?
I need to know, do you think that Diddy killed Kim Porter?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because of all the videotapes, because of the book, because of all the people she did copies of the book to, or these chapters, because of everything that she had on him, because of the tape that she used to blackmail him into a relationship and into a raise of him being sodomized by Andre Morell. I'm not saying that allegedly, because I heard her and Kim Moore talking about it in the booth of the bathroom while snorting cocaine at the Kit Kat Club.
On December 20th, 2009, Hollywood was shattered by the shocking news of Brittany Murphy's death. The beloved actress, celebrated for her iconic roles in Clueless and 8 Mile, was just 32 years old when tragedy struck in her Hollywood Hills home. For days, Brittany had been battling flu-like symptoms, leaving her weak and unable to bounce back. But that morning things took a terrifying turn. She collapsed in the bathroom. Her mother, Sharon Murphy, who lived with Brittany and her husband, Simon Jack, made a frantic 911 call. Despite desperate efforts at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, Brittany was pronounced dead, leaving behind a wave of heartbreak and questions that have haunted Hollywood ever since.
She was an actress with big potential. Then Brittany Murphy died young. Well, now a new HBO Max documentary is looking into the star's troubled final year.
The official cause of Brittany Murphy's death was chalked up to pneumonia, anemia, and a cocktail of prescriptions and over-the-counter meds, including cold medicine and painkillers. No illegal substances were found, yet her sudden passing left fans reeling and set off a whirlwind of speculation. How could a young, vibrant star fall so sick so fast? The questions were endless, and the mystery only grew darker as people dug deeper into her life. In her home, Brittany's massive 10,000 feet Hollywood Hills estate wasn't just any house. It came with a chilling backstory. She snagged it in 2003 for $3.85 million from none other than Britney Spears, who reportedly fled the property after some unsettling experiences. But here's where it gets extra creepy. Britney herself admitted to feeling an eerie, dark presence in the house, and even hinted it might be haunted after her tragic passing. The mansion's chilling reputation only grew despite its jaw-dropping views and extravagant luxury. Brittany Murphy hated living in her Hollywood Hills mansion, according to her husband, Simon Monjack. She called it unlucky and would beg to leave, even suggesting they temporarily crash at the Beverly Hills Hotel. But Simon, ever the realist, would remind her that they couldn't just abandon their beautiful home. Little did they know this unlucky house would soon become the place where Brittany's life tragically ended. But here's where things get wild. Some people started wondering if the house played a darker role in her death. Was there something in the environment, like toxic mold, that made her sick? Brittany's mom, Sharon, even claimed there were mold issues, but the coroner's office shut that theory down in 2010, saying there was no proof it caused her death. And if that wasn't enough, the rumors didn't stop with Britney. Britney Spears' former makeup artist revealed on a podcast that while living there, Britney had terrifying experiences. She even blamed a Reiki healing session for opening a spirit portal that unleashed bad energy into the home. But here's the real kicker. Just 5 months after Britney's death on May 23, 2010, Simon Jack was found dead in the same house. 2 deaths in the same home within months of each other.
I
I've never seen a case where a young wife dies and 5 months later a youngish husband dies, basically from the same underlying factor.
Like Brittany Simon's death from acute pneumonia and severe anemia was so strikingly similar to hers that it reignited wild speculation about their Hollywood Hills mansion, their lifestyle, and whether something darker was lurking behind the scenes. Simon, a British screenwriter, was no stranger to controversy. Before Brittany's passing, many questioned their relationship, accusing him of controlling her career and personal life. After Brittany's death, Simon came under even more scrutiny for how he handled her legacy, yet his health was deteriorating fast, and his mother, Linda Jack, later revealed that Simon had been experiencing hallucinations and strange symptoms leading up to his death. She blamed mold in their home for this condition, but once again authorities dismissed this theory, sticking to the official conclusion Simon's death, like Brittany's, was due to pneumonia. But hold up, maybe the mansion isn't the real villain here. Just like in a Scooby-Doo episode, the true monsters often lie within the people themselves. Turns out celebrities dying from pneumonia and anemia isn't as uncommon as we might think. In fact, it was so common that there's speculation Diddy might be connected to these tragic events in a more sinister way than anyone ever imagined. Take Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, who tragically passed away on November 15, 2018. The initial cause of death was reported as complications from pneumonia, but just like with Brittany and Simon, not everyone bought that explanation.
Then all of a sudden, they rush to do the coroner come in and say, yo, she had a back, she had pneumonia, she died of pneumonia, but nobody did no autopsy or nothing like that.
Many pointed out that pneumonia doesn't typically claim lives so suddenly, especially for someone as healthy as Kim Porter. But here's where things take a chilling turn. Kim's death wasn't investigated properly. According to Gene Deal, a close friend of Diddy and Kim, not a single detective thoroughly inspected the scene. In fact, the coroners had already removed her body before detectives arrived, raising immediate suspicions. And it gets even weirder. Kim's phone, laptop, and other devices were all mysteriously missing.
How is it that there was no electronic product or gadgets around Kim's bed? A laptop missing, a cell phone missing. Everything is missing that she could get in touch with her little girls if they're not at home, or her friends or family. All that's missing. How is it that, and this is hearsay, that the detective did not even view the body in the bed where she died, that the coroner had already removed her, pronounced her dead, and told the detectives that it was no foul play. And if that is true, as I heard it, and we read certain things on the internet about it, that case needs to be reopened. Kim received a massage for about an hour when she's supposed to have full-blown pneumonia. Who gives somebody a massage when they got pneumonia?
So could her death have been part of a much darker, more sinister plan? Well, it turns out that Kim had been working on a telebook about Diddy and all the questionable things we've only recently begun to uncover. But before she could release it, tragedy struck. This bombshell came to light when a witness in one of Diddy's legal battles stepped forward, claiming to have flash drives filled with explosive evidence that could be the game changer the prosecution's been waiting for.
Because my next guest just testified before a federal grand jury. He said he is in possession of a trove of digital evidence from Diddy's three-cost parties.
According to DeBurgess, these flash drives held the completed manuscript of Kim Porter's book, the one she promised would go public if anything ever happened to her. And this wasn't just a collection of notes or unfinished drafts. No, Burgess claims it was a full 54-page work, and it kicks off with a chilling message. Kim's book begins with a promise: if anything were to happen to her, this story was going to be shared with the world.
Apparently the grand jury don't say more about it, because we've learned that Courtney Burgess is coming back to testify again next week. So it's a good time to bring in Ariel.
Officially, Kim Porter's death in 2018 was attributed to pneumonia, but right from the start, questions started to arise. The initial coroner's report hinted at foul play with toxics found in her body that could mimic pneumonia symptoms. Then rumors started flying. There was blood on her pillow and a suspicious trail leading from her bedroom to the bathroom. It painted a much darker picture, one that didn't match the official story. But here's where things take an even more chilling turns. Kim reportedly made a 911 call at 2:43 a.m. But help didn't arrive until hours later when Kimora Lee Simmons found her around 11 o'clock a.m. That delay major red flags. Kim's family has been suspicious from the beginning. They've allegedly spoken with the FBI pursuing a wrongful death lawsuit against Diddy. However, investigators have reportedly urged them to stay quiet to avoid compromising the case. And just when you think Diddy might not be connected, think again. Jaguar Wright, a Hollywood whistleblower who's been exposing Diddy, Ashton Kutcher, Jay-Z, Clive Davis, and other major celebrities for years, claim that these guys have access to substances that can mimic symptoms like pneumonia, heart attacks, anemia. You name it, these substances can make deaths seem like natural causes, create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, another piece to this puzzling story involves Kim Porter's ex Al B. Sure. The R&B singer reportedly faced a terrifying ordeal, ending up in a coma for 2 months. While Al B. Sure hasn't revealed all the details publicly, there are whispers that he was working on a tell-all book. This book allegedly dives deep into the same freak-off lifestyles. We're starting to hear more about Kim Porter. Keep tugging at the edges of this strange, mysterious web. One person has even raised a chilling question. Is it a coincidence that Brittany dated Ashton and mysteriously died, and then a girl named Ashley Ellerin also died the very same night? She was supposed to go to a Grammy night with Ashton. Who was she dating? This comment sparks an even bigger debate. And let's not forget about the eerie similarities between Brittany's death, Kim Porter's, and the overall unsettling nature of it all. Could there be a connection? We just haven't seen yet. What if Brittany's passing wasn't just a tragic accident, but part of something far more sinister tied to Diddy's world? So what do you think? Could this all be just a string of tragic coincidences? Or is there something darker happening behind the scenes that we still don't fully understand? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And if you want more updates on this bizarre story, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. We'll keep you in the loop with the latest details. See you there, and thanks for watching Celebrity Spill, guys.